People ask me why I decided to make DMT, and so I tell them I got tired of trying to find it and decided to provide it. The journey that Dan's going to experience today would be different than one compared to ayahuasca. After 1 to 3 hits of the material, there'll be about a 30-second come on where he may or may not hear a buzzing sound in his ears, and then slowly see reality be pulled away from him shred by shred. Dimethyltryptamine, it's a simple molecule. It's basically one strand away from tryptophan, which is the stuff in turkey. It's been around for ages. It's shown up in the body. We're not sure what produces it inside of our bodies, but it is there. Stores of it are released while you dream. All of it's released when you pass away. It also appears in nature and other mammals and creatures.
DMT is very similar to the chemical that is active in psilocybin mushrooms. They're very akin. I actually noticed after the first time that I had launched off DMT, the next time that I tried psilocybin mushrooms, that there were traces of my DMT trip in them, almost like opened some doors in my mind that, could be perceived, under that other substance as well. This world that, we were born into is, although there are great things in it, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense to us, and there's a lot of atrocity, and I think when you can peer beyond that and know that that's not the end-all be-all, that, that death is not the end of something. Again, it's transitioning into another phase of being. I think that that's comforting for a lot of people.
We get caught up in a lot of bullshit that we hold on to in our everyday lives. All the drama that we manufacture for ourselves inside of our heads. When you really get this far inside, you see just how much or how little that stuff actually means in the grand scheme of things. Because you are just a molecule and a razor blade in a universe, and somewhere, someone else's front lawn, another dimension. Like, this place is bigger than you realize, and it's infinitesimally smaller at the same time. So get over your bullshit.
My experience with hallucinogenics is mainly based around like acid and shrooms. I prefer acid. I feel like acid's easier to control, and shrooms is more like a loopy body fucking experience. But I don't mind either one, but I prefer acid, and I've had some good fucking times on acid. So
I've definitely experimented with like the gamut of hallucinogens.
When I was in a band and we'd practice, I did acid a few times, and I remember the colors would like come at me and look different, like according to instruments and sounds like that, and it was fucking dope. But yeah, no lessons for me in the drug department. So
the roller coaster metaphor is really accurate, because this is something that like I'm excited about and I want to do, but I'm nervous.
What I know about the DMT, the Deemster, is apparently you see crazy shit and it opens up parts of your brain that aren't normally open, but whatever. Sounds like a party.
Are you nervous at all going into this experience?
Yeah, I'm nervous. Hopefully I come back.
I'm going to lose control for a moment. I'm going to lose my sense of self. But in the process, I'm going to lose my ego, and I'm going to get a sense of the infinite. Yeah. Hard to put into words, I guess, what I just experienced. I left. I came back. And I just fell in. I was staring at this painting, and I just fell into the painting.
I took a fat hit. I inhaled it. I'm still like tingling from the shit right now. I turn around and look at this fucking picture, the painting behind me, and it's almost like the red like became where I was at. Like I was in the red, and everything around me was floating with me. Like I was like floating with the thing, and I could like, everything was three-dimensional. I could kind of like look up at the other objects and shit, but like it was weird. Like when I looked at the picture, there was the picture, and then the red behind it became like where I was at. That's the only way I can describe it. It's like the world was this red shit. Like to me in my head, I was like, everything else, like no one else was hearing nothing. Like everything around me was like the red thing with the little people. Oh, and they were like moving around and shit, but like, I don't know, but like the room basically became this red shit, and I was floating around with this, and we were just in that world, and that's what we did, I guess. I don't know. Fucking,
So,
that shit was nuts.
So you left then? You weren't in the room anymore?
No, yeah, I was like I definitely left. I wasn't here for a good 5 minutes, maybe. I don't know how long it was, 5-10 minutes, but like.
I started to realize that I was staring at the painting and what the painting was, and then I kind of just like, for like the next like 3 or 4 minutes, I kind of just sat back and watched the world move, or the painting kind of just turn into all sorts of different geometric shapes and patterns, and then back into the painting, and I closed my eyes and I could still see the painting.
I've never been on a hallucinogen where I felt like yeah, where I cross dimensions right now or something. Like I literally, like any other drug I've ever done, like fucking shrooms or acid, like I could always be like, oh yeah, I'm on drugs, and then like you just kind of like you snap back. Like with this shit, I was like, I'm on drugs, but it didn't fucking matter. Like I was just still, I was in the like red, you know what I'm saying? I was just still chilling in there and shit, and it was like happening, so I just had to let it happen.
But there was a moment where I had to ask myself if I was breathing, and then everything was just like, oh, it's good. You're breathing. You're a person. You're sitting on a couch. You know what I mean?
The thing that made me realize I wasn't like in the fucking painting anymore was like I would tap my foot, like, and I felt my foot on the ground, and then it kind of like brought me back, and then I heard the door, and that was like, I heard the door open, and it kind of like, I snapped out of it. But the initial thing that brought me back was feeling my feet touch the carpet, like, and I was like, oh, I'm in the fucking garage again, type shit, or whatever.
Is that something that you would recommend to other people? Is that like a worthwhile experience?
Yeah, that was dope. Like, if you like seeing shit and you're cool in your head, then I'd say do it. Cause I could chill in my head all fucking day and it doesn't bother me. That's why I like acid and stuff. But like, yeah, if you can handle yourself in your own head, then you'll be fine. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're good. It was fire though. I'd do it again.
But I think this is important. I think this is the purpose of this whole thing was to document this moment right here, where it's like I'm just grasping at straws, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm real happy where I'm at with my life right now. And I think that it's good to be able to look at it from the outside and see that it is all it's cracked up to be. I don't know if that makes sense. I think as humans in the world, or Americans, you know, whatever, like, we have a strong sense of individuality or purpose and things that we're supposed to do in life, you know what I mean? And things like this make you feel like everything's cool, you know? Why stress off little shit, you know? That's that.
What's up, y'all? It's Dirtbag Dan. Wanted to provide a little bit of extra context for this video. One of the things that we said at the top was that DMT is the most powerful hallucinogenic known to man. In my experience, that is true. But one thing I just wanted to add is that I also find it to be the safest of all the hallucinogenics, and I've actually never met anybody in the world who's had a bad experience on DMT. I feel like it's very intention based. So like, if you just want to see shit at a party, then you're probably going to do that. If you want to travel to the center of the universe and you give it the proper respect, I think you could do that too. So if you'd like to hear more about our experience, go ahead and click this link right here for the companion podcast where myself and Reverse Live will sit down, smoke a bowl, and chat about our DMT experience. Thanks for watching, y'all.